Hello and welcome to Amethyst Style Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we're going to make a fun Easter card again, but we're using later on tonight, 7 o'clock demonstrators. We can see what the retiring list is going to be and what the new catalogue is. So I'm doing sort of assumptions of things that I think possibly could be retiring, but I really love, so I'm getting them out again and using them. Painted Poppies is one. Really love this suite. Used it lots and lots and lots, and I thought, well, I'd get it out again. And I've cut out, or I've stamped this flower image here, and there is a fill-in piece. So I've stamped this out. Let me show you the two that I've done to start off with. So I've done this one in Flirty Flamingo, and I stamped it off once and then did it so it wasn't quite so bright. And I've done the other one in Daffodil Delight, and exactly the same. And then I used the coordinating dies to cut them out, and I've done 4 of them. So you need 4 of those, and that's out of the Painted Poppies. Then I have taken from the curvy stamp set and curvy dies. So the curvy dies gives this lovely curve, and I've done, because I've prepared those beforehand, I've done one of those with, in fact, if I show you on the die, because if you haven't used these dies before, they are absolutely brilliant. And what you need to remember is that when you, says me, have I still got mine out? I think I've probably still got it out. I'll do it with this one. You need to remember that you have your cutting piece underneath when you want it to cut out, and you have it turned up the other way when you want to cut it above. As I say, I think I've probably still got mine out because I've only just cut it. So that's the curvy dies, which, as I say, I think are absolutely brilliant, and I do use them a lot because I just like the way they give that really little piece of definition. But we're going to do something a little bit different with them. So I have taken, these are 2 that I've already coloured in with just a little bit more definition. So if you look at the difference between these 2, you can see that those have just got a little bit more definition, and we're going to take the pencils to do that. So I'm taking the 2 colours of pencil, the Flirty Flamingo, and very quickly you literally just go in on the inside like this and round the outside of the image, just, you know, quite quickly. And all it does is give it a little bit of a shadow, and it makes it look just a little bit more defined. You don't have to, you can colour it in with blends if you want to. We've sort of got into a habit, I think, on most of the videos and things that I do see, that everybody is using the blends, and people tend to forget about some of the other colouring mediums that we have. And for me, I've always loved the pencils. Again, I'm hoping that all of these things are going to be carried over into the new catalogue, but we don't really know. I'd be very sad to see the pencils go, because I think it's nice to have different colouring mediums. You know, we can use our inks, we can use all sorts of different things, but as I say, I just like to have just a little bit of different and not always use blends. The blends as well, you know, they dry out over time, so, and they're not refillable. You know, if you get Copics and things like that, which are far more expensive, you can refill them. But the stamping ones, or the Stampin' Up ones, they're not refillable. So, you know, you can't refill them, which means that they're disposable. Whereas pencils, as I say, will last forever. And you can do so many different things with them. So, you know, these I'm not even adding any water to them. I'm just using them to just give just a little bit of definition, and I'm doing these very quickly. You know, do spend more time than me. I'm only doing it on the video so I can have just a little bit of chat at the same time. So as I say, my video will be, as always, comes live to you from 7 o'clock AM UK time, and the catalogue launch for demonstrators to be able to see, and the retirement list is at 7 o'clock at night. So 12 hours after this video comes out, we will actually know, and I'll obviously let you know all about it, and tell you one sort of tip customer wise is that you know, when the retirement lists and things do come out, get in there quickly, because they will sell out. The most popular things sell out very quickly. So the two pencils we used were Flirty Flamingo and Daffodil Delight. So they're done, and just have a little bit of colour definition. Okay, so we're going to take this this piece here, and we're going to put these in over the top. So I can put them in with, in fact, I'm going to put them in with dimensionals. I was going to say I can do dimensionals or glue, but I think for these, the dimensionals will work better. So I'm just going to put some, I'm only going to have one dimensional in the center of each one, because I don't want too much in there, because we're going to be doing just a little bit of cutting, and I'm not sure exactly where that's going to come. So let me just put a standard dimensional in the center, and then we're going to take them in so you can see the flowers go. There's an up and there's a down. So we'll have this one, and we're going to put it so that it comes, I'm hoping it's not going to be, that's perfect. We want it so that it follows the line of the curve. So we'll have a pink one first, then we'll tuck a yellow one just slightly in, and again take that to the top. Then we'll put the pink one in, and that's going to come just a little bit lower. Can turn it round a bit, and then this one is going to come down at the bottom like that. So as I say, it follows the curve. I might have to stick that dimensional up a bit. Yes, that dimensional's in the wrong place. So let's see if we can just carefully peel it off. When they say do it carefully, just, you can see it where before it's sort of really stuck. You can peel them off if you need to. So I'm just taking that off just a bit. We've still got a little bit on there, but it's not sticky. Then I can take one more, and what I'm going to do on this one, because it's right on the end, is I'm going to put the dimensional actually on the end piece here, so that then I know that I've got it in the right place. And then this is going to come, say, just tucked in, and just like that. Okay, so now we've got that attached to that. We're then going to take a piece of, I've got my base, which is Bumblebee, because I quite like Bumblebee, tones quite well with the Daffodil Delight, and then a 1/4 inch smaller base. So whatever cards you're using, you want that sort of configuration. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and this is going to be put onto the side here like this, but it's just going to come down a bit. Now again, I want dimensionals along the back of here. So I'm nearly at the end of these ones, so I can actually take some strips for this. So I'm just going to take one long strip like that, and then I can put that right the way down along on there like that, and we'll have another piece down just along here. Like that. Okay, so this is then going to go onto, take the dimensionals off. This is going to go down onto the bottom, and what you want to do is you want to make sure that this is the highest one, so that is going to come down so that that is almost at the bottom, and we're just going to put it in so you've got that distance. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your snips and you're going to cut the bottom of the flower away so it runs up against the edge and as I've said to you before, when I cut, I tend to cut it completely off on one side, then turn it and then cut along the other side. So we've got that down. So we've then got this that comes in on your line, and then that can then be attached to the base of your card like that. So you've got the dimension coming up, but you've got this rather prettily sort of stuck to the side. So let's just put this with some wet glue onto the base like this. And then we can just put that down. I'm going to bring that down a little bit because I want to make sure that I get that straight. There we go. So we've got this now coming in nicely with the dimension that you can see on there. Then what we need to do is we need to put a sentiment on. So I've put any Easter, or if you don't want it for Easter, you can put it for a birthday or a spring or whatever. And I'm going to put that, I'm not going to put that up with dimensionals because I want that to be just a different layer. If you want to put it up with dimensionals, you can, but I quite like to have different layers and different textures. So I'm just going to put that up in that corner like that, and just have that like that one. And then all we need is to take a couple or 3 little pearls that we can just set off in on the edge. I want it pearls because pearls give that sort of really sort of pretty feel. Take your pick tool, using the spatula end because that's the easiest way to pick them up. And I'm going to have large, medium or small. I think medium this time. So just pick those up, take it off of the, oops, there we go. Grab it with my take your pick, and we'll have one just there. We'll have one down on here. And I'm going to take another up in just about down on there, up on there. Needs to sort of go over there, doesn't it? Let's just have it just there like that, I think. There we go. So we've got 3 pretty pearls on it to just add a little bit of something. Put it onto a card base, and you've got a very pretty, easy to make card, and it just gives that sort of extra little length or dimension in on there and makes a very pretty card. So thank you so much for watching me. As always, please stay safe, please be well, and please be kind, and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye.